Hey folks, I'm here with Polski and one of my subscribers, Merkava Mark 5, and he is our Norwegian. So he's going to be the Norwegian specialist. So for him, today we are going to be doing a Norwegian deck. So straight away, name it first.
Yeah, I went with the Storm Panzer Battalion because that's one of the Norwegian units.
I went for Vikings because I couldn't think of anything else.
I went for Vikings as well.
How dare you! Okay, so
good.
Bonuses and stuff. I'm only going to go for Norway, which gives you 9 activation points. And as pointed out by Merkava earlier, mechanized. You don't get any helicopters, but Norway doesn't have any helicopters anyway. So, yeah. So that's all I'm going to put on. Are you guys putting it on too?
Yeah, I have that on too.
Okay, so let's jump in and start putting in some troops. First of all, logistics. Quite limited.
Yeah, you don't have many options, so just go for the M621. I have put 2 of those on, so I have 40 units.
Oh, okay. Command vehicle, I'm going to put the M577 KPV, though.
Yeah, that
And
has some armor and shit.
And I'll put 2 units of the M62 logistics because I think we're going to have quite a lot of points to play with, to be honest.
Yeah.
And 1 FOB for me.
And it's really cheap, it's only 10 points, so...
Oh yeah, wow, that is really cheap. Polski,
Yeah.
you going for the same thing?
Yep, same exact thing pretty much.
Okay. Well,
And it's not that bad, it doesn't carry a lot, but it's fast. It's 90 kilometers off-road and
Yeah.
150 on-road, so...
that is pretty good, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so on to infantry. Now there's a fancy word you can pronounce for us,
Yeah,
Merkava.
there's not a lot of options there either, but first you have Gewehrman.
See that? See that? That's how you say
That's
that.
the standard Norwegian infantry.
And they seem pretty good. I like them in the NM135. I remember using that during beta when they didn't have the deck system, and that thing's pretty good. Like 20mm cannon does the job. Like, I'm gonna put 3 of those in.
Yeah, I actually have them on veteran, 2 of them on veteran.
Ah. Oh,
I
so
actually
you
have
got 12.
three. I actually have 3 of those on veteran.
Oh, okay, I've just gone for them in train because I like lots of numbers.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to put the RBS 70 in. It's the only anti-aircraft infantry that Norway seems to get. So
Yeah.
and you only
I'll
get
put-
1 tile.
Yeah, so I put 8 of those.
Yeah, I think the one advantage the Norwegian infantry does have, well, the Stormers anyway, is they come with that Carl Gustaf, which is awesome for AT. 12 accuracy, 18 AP. Can't beat that. It's not got a great range, but hey. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 of those in too.
Yeah.
So I have literally every infantry unit you can build, and it's still only up to 14 activation points.
Yeah, good start.
Okay, so support.
Fourth, I have the NM109.
Yeah, I guess you have to go. I think that's the only AA, right?
That's artillery.
That's artillery.
Oh, I'm thinking of the NM195. You get 16 NM105s, 2 tiles of them. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not got a great range. Actually, the range is pretty awful. But it's alright,
yeah.
I guess.
It's okay versus helicopters if you
Yeah.
can hide it, but versus planes it's pretty.
So you guys both
Bad.
went for the MN109, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I put 2 tiles of them, so I have 6.
Okay. I'm gonna put 2 in then, I guess. Okay. So I guess we can move on to tanks, right?
I think you should put, did you put on some artillery?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
2 NM109s.
And I also got the 2 NM195s and 2 NM106s, which are the
Oh, wow.
106mm mortars.
RT spam, dude. You better keep away from my FOB. I'll stab you.
No,
Okay.
but it's actually pretty good to use them when you have to use a lot of smoke to cover your
true.
infantry.
Yeah.
So I have both the mortar and the big artillery.
That's a good point there. Okay, so let's move on to tanks now.
Yeah, you have a lot
Very
to choose from.
Extremely limited, and even the little small numbers you get isn't the best stuff.
But look at the cool camouflage on the leopard.
Yeah, I wish there was some snow maps. That'd be awesome. And like the Norwegians get some kind of advantage in the snow. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm putting 2 of those in.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm gonna put 2 of the M48s in also.
You're
And
putting them in trained or hardened?
I just trained. I want numbers. I'm a numbers man. I just go in for
Yeah.
like as many as I can get. I don't care about trained. They get
I've
shelled a
actually
couple
put,
times.
I put 4, 1 leopard as veteran and another as trained.
I'll stick with my newbie ones. You guys. I got fright there. I looked up and I saw 24 of 42, and I thought it said 42 of 42. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that all the tanks you guys are putting in? I think that's all the tanks for me until I come back and see what I've got left over.
Put in 8 tiles of... No.
What?
6 tiles of tanks.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I have
total
5.
88.
I don't know. I might come back and put more in. I don't know. I'll see. Actually, I'm gonna put the 1 unit of M48s you get in. I'll just chuck those in. Okay,
Yeah.
so Reconnaissance. Now, they have M24s. I'm pretty sure those are the M24 Chaffee from World War II. Yeah, it says year 1943.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
the Chaffee light tank.
that's too good to be true. That is just awesome.
Yeah. It's very good in World of Tanks, but
Sadly, not so much in this game, apparently, with its little 75 plink gun. So what recon would you suggest?
the recon isn't bad. I would put the Marinejäger. That's the Norwegian equivalent to Navy SEALs.
Okay, what ones are you putting
Sort
in? The ones in the helicopter or the ones in the
I usually
truck?
go for the helicopter. That's the
Okay.
only helicopter Norway have, so be
Might
very
as well use
careful
it.
with it.
That was taxpayers' money right there. You might as well use
Yeah.
it. Okay, so I've got that in, and I don't know what else to put in. I don't really know. I think I'm gonna put
The
these
rover.
rovers. Yeah, the rover.
Yeah, I
Red
have
Vet.
one of those. It's fast and has very good optics.
Yeah, so I'll chuck that in, and I think that
And
might be it. Huh?
I have one of the NM116 because you can have that a bit closer to the front line.
True.
can
Actually,
take
that's a
some-
good point. Yeah. It's only
Yeah,
got
it
2
can
frontal armor. It's pretty much an APC.
Yeah, but it can take some artillery rounds
Yeah, I
without
guess
dying.
so,
So
Okay, well, I'll chuck that in. Okay, I think we should move
Yeah.
to vehicles. Wow, okay, so not much. No, not much at all, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of these
you have
things in.
the only Norwegian prototype here is
Yeah, it looks
and-
very similar to the Canadian thing that they get.
yeah, it's pretty much the same. Has a two missile
Yeah.
and
Oh well, I'll chuck that in, and I've chucked 2 of the NM113 rack PVs.
a cat Panzervogn.
I was wondering what that standard for, but now I know.
Yeah.
See, this is why it's good to have Norwegian-speaking people. All I need to do is find Czechoslovakian, Polish, and some East German folk. But I guess normal Germans will do fine. Okay, so helicopters. We're spoilt for choice. We just have too many helicopters to choose from, so I'm just not going to choose any. And I'll move on to planes. Okay, planes. Wow, okay. The only thing that looks good is the F-16A Fighting Falcon. It's got some awesome camo on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I threw in 2 of those and 2
Yeah.
starfighters.
As we were speaking about earlier, we don't really know if it drops 2 at a time, but since this new patch, I think big bombs like the 1,000-pound heavy ordnances are dropping 2 at a time, or all at once, which is much better. Because before, this used to drop 1, fly around the airspace, and then drop a second, which just made it horrible.
I haven't gone around to test it yet, but hopefully it does.
Yeah.
Then it's not the worst aircraft in the game.
Yeah.
What is the point at the tip of the starfighter?
The
Is that
tip of the
just-
starfighter, it's probably its radar or something like that, I'm willing to bet.
Alright.
Okay, so I've got 1 starfighter in, but I'm tempted to put another due to the cluster bombs. I really like cluster bombs. Yeah, I'll put in another.
Yeah,
Which
I got
gives me
6 of them that way.
Which gives me 2 activation points, which means I'll put in a leopard, the cheap one, and that's me
Yeah.
full.
Mhm.
Okay, so overall quite a limited deck. How has got some promising features. I like the amount of support stuff you can get, even though it's not great. The infantry, I know from experience, is pretty awesome. So
yeah, that's really the strong point, the infantry. And the APC carrier they have isn't that bad either, so if you're good with infantry, you can do pretty well with the Norwegian deck.
I normally play pretty infantry heavy, so I'm pretty keen to give this a try. So let's go and do that. I'll just do a quick overview of my deck. So I've got 4 logistics, 7 infantry, 4 support, 6 tanks, 3 recon, 3 vehicle, and 4 aircraft. I think we pretty much all have the same.